Welcome to the Wealth Indicators channel, the home for those who are passionate about their financial independence. Today we'll be reviewing the monetary status that gives any nation that is able to attain it tremendous economic power. We'll be discussing how a country's currency obtains reserve currency status. If you don't know what a reserve currency is, I did a video on the subject you can find here. So how does a nation's official medium of exchange get the reserve currency status? Well, it all starts with having a world-class education system. This is because when a country has an outstanding education system, it is a leading indicator of leadership in technology and innovation. And world-class technology and innovation leads to a country being one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive nation in world markets. And because the country is the most competitive in global trade, it gains a lot of wealth that it can then invest in other initiatives required to keep the country great, like world-class infrastructure, global trade routes, and a strong military. As the story unfolds, more and more trade will be conducted in that country's currency, and as a result, market participants, especially the most important players, will start to prefer and even require that their transactions be settled in that currency, because the country with the highest volumes of trade will usually also have the strongest economy and most liquid and developed capital markets. And when the most important countries do this, a nation's currency attains reserve currency status. This happened to the Dutch in the 17th century, while they were at the peak of their powers when they invented and fostered modern capitalism as we know it by creating the first stock market and also the first publicly traded company. They also used their superior education, shipbuilding prowess, and formidable military to create their empire. As a result, the Dutch guilder became a world reserve currency during that time period. The British followed a similar playbook and became the preeminent power globally in the 18th century, and that lasted until the early 19th century. However, while the United Kingdom had this status, the United States was gaining in military and economic power, and by the early 1920s, it was clear that the US dollar was going to be the next global reserve currency. It was not until 1944, towards the end of the Second World War, as a result of the Bretton Woods Agreement, that the United States dollar officially became the world's reserve currency because the country had accumulated the most gold reserves, its leadership in education, innovation, military prowess, and most importantly, economic power and dominance in world trade. Reserve currencies come and go, but the playbook that countries have used to obtain this status has stayed remarkably consistent over centuries. Pick up your copy of my book, The Wealth Indicators, on Amazon today. And if you think this information is valuable, like and share this video with anyone you know who would be interested. Leave a comment or question if you have one, and follow the channel for more ways to improve your financial life. May the best of your today be the worst of your tomorrow.